Newsroom, WCNC Charlotte obtaining this new image of Allisha Watts and her boyfriend James Dunmore at North Lake Mall. CMPD detectives telling WCNC's Jane Monreal the photo is believed to have been taken a couple of days before the 39-year-old woman was reported missing. Jane joins us live now at CMPD headquarters. What did you learn today? This new photo. Interesting to see this too, Jane.
Right, Colin, exactly. I met with Captain Joel McNally. He is with the CMPD's Violent Crimes Division, and he says it is important in a missing persons investigation that they find out where a person was last seen, right, to establish a timeline. So that was just taken just a few days prior to that missing report being taken. And he also says that other details, like we heard about the car in the house, the driveway rather, of James Dunmore's house taken earlier in the week, and that it was returned. Well, details like that, they're going to just stay behind the scenes, and they're choosing not to share a lot of details with us for a reason. Captain Joel McNally telling me CMPD will not comment on the car taken and returned to the boyfriend of Allisha Watts, James Dunmore's driveway.
One of the most important things for us is to protect the integrity of the case.
Stressing their number one goal is to find the missing 39-year-old woman from Moore County.
Hey, what's going on, my good people? Did y'all hear what they just told us in that news clip? Now, Allisha Watts and James Dunmore, we know we're supposed to go to a comedy show at Bojangles on July the 16th on a Sunday. And we were told that they never made it. And some of us speculated that Allisha was missing then. Something had happened to her then. But up until this point, we didn't know what was going on prior to that. And now we learned that Allisha and James was spotted at North Lake Mall in North Carolina. And y'all know me. I'm like, well, where's that at? I'm going to show you where it's at. Come on, ride with me. Now, this is North Lake Mall, located in Mecklenburg County. And this is where they told us that James and Allisha was at. But we don't know when. And I'm sure there's a timestamp on that footage. I wonder why they couldn't give it to us. Why not? So, based off of the evidence, it's safe to assume that at some point, Allisha and James made it back to 1633 Pamela Lorraine, to his house. Let's drop down. (1633) Pamela Lorraine is not that far from the mall. It's not. And we were told that James and Allisha's cell phone both pinged in this location. This location right here. Right there. So that's why I assume she made it back there. Now, we know that James does not own this home. He doesn't. His name is not on it. And we know that Allisha was going here to visit him. Take a look at this house. And take notice of the cars in the driveway. There's actually 3. You can only see 2, but there's 3. But there's one in particular that we're going to talk about here in a moment. But that's where James lived. And what we later found out is that when you go a couple houses down, right up in here, I'm going to show you. Right there. Right there. With the blue car in the driveway. We found out that this house is being occupied by one of Allisha's family members. So it made sense. And when I saw this blue car right here, I was like, oh, then it must be her. Okay? We call her Blue's Clues now. Every time you see her, she in blue. So it's safe to assume that that's her car. And then there's a picture that they showed us on the news where Allisha's car was parked in her grass. And look at how far away it is from James' house. Just right across the street, for real. And notice that dark colored Audi in the driveway. So when Allisha went to visit him, she also went to visit her peoples. 2 + 2 = 4. Now, look at the distance between Pamela Drive and the mall. What we learned is that North Lake Mall is about 15 minutes from that house. And again, we don't know when they were seen at the mall. They didn't give us a time, but I'm sure they know the time. And let's go back to the driveway at 1633. I told y'all to pay attention to this Audi right here. Now on Google Earth, you see they got the license plate blurred out. The car with the red arrow, that car right there. This was the car that they told us in that news clip that police took this car away from the house. Y'all know what they was doing with that car. They running forensics, testing for blood. They looking for all kind of shit in that car. And we know this is the car because here's a close-up of that car. Notice the tag numbers. EFX 8569. This was the car that was in the driveway. And we know that this is the car that the police seized, because it's here in the search warrant. This application for a search warrant told us that police believes that Allisha is no longer with us. And not only that, they wanted to search the home at 1633 Pamela Lorraine Drive. And they did. But not only that, they wanted to search a dark gray 2007 Audi. It gives the tag number, and look, it matches the car that we saw on Google Earth. Same car. What do y'all think was going on with that car? I mean, did something happen to her in the car? Because in my opinion, in my mind, police believe that this car plays a factor in whatever he did to her. It plays a factor. I don't know how. I wonder what they found. I don't know. But, I'm like, did he take that car to the mall? Because we know they were there. Here's the picture of them there. And let me watch my mouth. Do he got on flip-flops? Oh, man. I don't trust guys in these flip-flops. I can do the slides. But them flip-flops, the ones that go between your toes? No, that's a no. But that's how he out there at the mall with Allisha. Although we don't know what time they were at that mall, and we don't know if they found anything in that car. What we do know is that on Tuesday, July the 18th, James was found in Allisha's car at this DMV right here. Let's drop down for a minute. Yeah, so James was found in Allisha's car right here. And this location is about 50 minutes to 1 hour away from his house. Let me show it to you on the map. As you can see, it takes about 54 minutes to get from James' house to that DMV. Now let me show y'all all three locations. So on this map right here, I have North Lake Mall, James' house, and the DMV. And when I look at this, I'm like, why did he go all the way to the DMV? Is he familiar with this area? Did he know people down there? Did he used to work down there? But look at this. And I feel like Allisha is somewhere between his house and that DMV. I suspect closer to the DMV, but that's just my opinion. Y'all, we got to keep praying. We got to keep praying. And Allisha, baby, talk to us. Make us see. So they can bring you home to your family, baby.
Has James Dunmore been questioned in connection to this case?
So James Dunmore, I think it's been widely reported that he was found there in Polkton. He was transported to a medical facility. It's not my right or duty to comment on anything medical about him, but I can tell you that James Dunmore is somebody very important to this investigation.
Gotcha. Have you questioned him, and do you know his current location at this point?
So I'm not going to comment on the particular details about questioning, and I do not know his current location right now.